They're finished with our potluck, and if you haven't come to our potluck before, I hope that you'll consider doing it next time. It's at 11 o'clock on these Sundays, and it's open to the community. It's a real pleasure for me today to welcome Tony Cuchetti to Christ Church. Just a fabulous musician, and you don't need me to tell you that because you all know who he is. So just a hand for Tony.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Going to the river, see the water flow. It's coming down off a mountain, to the ocean it will go. Going to the country, to see the girl of mine. She's coming down off a mountain way up high. Yeah, I'm feeling pretty good, despite all the tears, and I'm feeling pretty good for the first time in years. Headed into town to get myself a drink. Coming down off a mountain to have myself a thing. I've been working all winter, been working on the fence. These borders I'm creating never making any sense. Yeah, I'm feeling pretty good, despite all my fears, and I'm feeling pretty good for the first time in years. I'm sitting in the kitchen with the radio low. I'm high up on the mountain, looking down below. Looking out my window at all the passers-by, and it's 5 below zero right here in my mind. Yeah, I'm feeling pretty good, despite all the tears, and I'm feeling pretty good for the first time in years. And I'm feeling pretty good, despite all my fears, and I'm feeling pretty good for the first time in years.
Thank you. I wrote this next song during the first snowfall. It was this kind of sun was going down, and I remember sitting in the room and the snow gently started to fall, and so I titled it Snowman, and it's not really about a snowman, but it's just how it happens.
Do you sleep soft and sound, like a baby confound to her dreamery? Singing songs that resound for the lovers and the gods, now a memory. Dreaming that wind will come back again and sail my stagnant vessel, clawing to hope with sand from my rope as I fell to the earth, weeping, weeping. Do you find yourself now and again saying, how did I get to here? Did I make a mistake or speak my words late, waste another year? Trapped and confused and confined to this room, while the picture of you is fading. I have to let go of the little that I hold. For the rest of my life I'll be waiting, waiting. 'Cause I don't think I'll ever feel the same as when we met that year. My troubled mind with all those fears, your smile made me believe. Are you sitting somewhere, just hoping to snare a faint glimpse of me? And screaming so loud that you're really proud for the chance to be free of my ghost, haunting you mostly all of the days you are lonely, faulting the snow, the northern winds blow, hiding the seeds of our story. No chance for sowing. 'Cause I don't think I'll ever feel the same as when we met that year. My troubled mind with all those fears, your smile made me believe. 'Cause I don't think I'll ever feel the same as when we met that year. A troubled mind with all those fears, your smile made me believe.
Thank you. I heard one of the messages in the service today was about how we were praying for people to just be kinder to each other and more understanding and accepting. And this song came out of that idea, just kind of watching things on the news and watching how terrible they can be to each other, and how we just need to focus more on loving each other, and just realizing the idea that we're all here together, and nobody's really better than anybody else. So this one's called Stubborn Bones.
Killer is asking for his gun back. His fake tears sold the tale. You shouldn't have to lose your life being another shade than pale. Angry man on the subway train, spitting on immigrants. Don't want them in his land, but on the other hand, his people stole it from someone else. Hate's gonna drag us down, bury us deep in the ground, and we may never see the light again. Tired, come sing along, dance with me to a different drum. And we're gonna make it, 'cause we can change it. Rich man's asking for a soul back. The prayers he bought were counterfeit. The deal is done, no second chance. Washed in the precious blood of regret. Hate's gonna drag us down, bury us deep in the ground, and we may never see the light again. Tired, come sing along, dance with me to a different drum, and we're gonna make it, 'cause we can change it.
Thank you. Thank you. I wrote this next one after I saw a picture of an old steam engine train that Chap Aiken took, and it was black and white, and it was such a beautiful shot, as are all his pictures in my opinion. But it just gave me this idea of a fella. A lot of my songs are based on some things that are facts and some things that just kind of my imagination makes up in my head. And this one was based off of a guy that probably back around in the late 1800s, he got a message from his mother to come back home. He was across the country and she fell ill, and so he got on the train, and as he was going across country, he was thinking about all the times he had spent with her and all the love that she gave him, and he was hoping that he could get to her before it was too late, and he ended up not getting there in time, but the journey kind of let him reflect on all the things that his mother meant to him, and it was a kind of in a time when I miss my mom. She's still living, but she lives down in Florida, and I don't get to see her that often, so it was all kind of a culmination of all that together, and so this one's called Coming Home.
Coming home, 1,200 miles. See me coming, black smoke in the sky. I've been away way too long. I'm a forgetting her loving arms. Hey, ticket lady, please, ma'am, help this lonesome son. I need a one-way headed south, the 261. 'Cause I got this letter here yesterday, saying, child, come back home, please make haste. It's been a while, a long old while, since I remember her loving smile. It went away those years ago, when she was left with not much to hold. Now these hours passing feels like slow rain, yeah, washing down all over this old train. I'm mourning one more time next to you, hear you whispering, oh my child, mama loves you. Going home, 1,200 miles. See me going, black smoke in the sky. She passed away way too soon. I never got to tell her. Thank you.
So when I first met my wife, Lacey, her mother was going through cancer treatment at Mayo Clinic, and we met down in Florida. I was living down there at the time, and Lacey came down there after college. She's originally from Minnesota. And we met down there, and we got through the, I guess the early stages where it was time to introduce me to the family. So we planned a trip to come up to Minnesota, and that was the first time I got to meet her mother. It was at Mayo Clinic, unfortunately, up in the room that she was staying in, and she was just a amazing lady, just full of jokes, and she had such a positive way about her. And young, she was only 50 at the time, and it was so sad to see somebody, that young and full of life going through that. But she said, I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to get back to where I want to be, back to my life. And they were from a town called Keister, Minnesota, right on the border of Iowa and Minnesota. And Lori was her name, and she grew up there, raised Lacey and her brother Tony there, and she wanted to get back to there so badly. And so I would always, play songs for her in the room. She loved music. She loved Elvis and Johnny Cash. And then one day she said, do you think you could write a song, original song about Keister for me? And so I told her, of course, I'll give it my best shot. And I had to get back to Florida, and over the next few months, I was working on the song, and Lacey was going back and forth because the cancer started to get real aggressive. And so there was a point where Mayo couldn't do much for her anymore, and they sent her back to Keister and to be in her home where she wanted to be with her family and friends and hospice. And then the night that I finished the song, the next day I was going to fly to sing it to her in person, and Lacey called me and said, is there any way you could get the song up here tonight over the internet? Because Mom's, we don't know if we have minutes or hours or what. She's in a bad way. So I recorded it as quick as I could and sent it over, and they said they played it for her. She was laying in bed, and they said she had a big smile on her face. And a couple minutes after the last note, she passed away. I got another phone call that said she was waiting for her song, and that's the kind of lady she was. She wanted something, she was going to get it. And I'm glad that Lori got to hear this, and I know she still hears it when I play it. And so this one's aptly titled Lori's Song.
I've been walking backwards for so long now, always figuring something's gotta give. I ain't got no time for this patience wearing thin. Get out of my way, 'cause I got a life to live. 'Cause I ain't quitting yet, no, not ever. The band's still ripping, dance ain't near being done. The tank is full, that open road is calling. Put the pedal down, man, I'm on the run. I'm going back home to Keister, 'cause I wanna be there where my heart belongs, yeah. My soul is free, don't need much more of anything, just my country home and my loving family. Now there's a thought you might be thinking, with the hand I was dealt, there ain't no chance for me to win. The funny things, all I see is aces. Now that's the reason for these dimples in my grin. 'Cause I ain't laying down, not ever. My hand is smoking hot, and I'm all in. I got two pretty babies I'm a-calling my angels, and my sweet, sweet honey taking me like the wind. We're going back home to Keister, 'cause I wanna be there where my heart belongs, yeah. And my soul is free, don't need much more of anything, just my country home and my loving family. yeah. 'Cause this old road has been a winding one indeed. But I thank God for giving me all I need. I'm going back home to Keister, 'cause I wanna be here where my heart belongs, yeah, and my soul is free, yeah. Back home to Keister, 'cause I wanna be there where my heart belongs, yeah, and my soul is free. Don't need much more of anything, just my country home and my loving family, yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. I wrote this next one after I saw John Prine down in Madison. He was still is one of my all-time favorites, and a buddy of mine worked for the theater, and he goes, "Do you want to go see John Prine?" And I was like, "For sure." And then he goes, "Do you want to meet him?" And I said, "Of course." And so we went down there, saw the show, and this was right after the show. We went backstage, and John Prine's manager came out, and my heart was, pounding. And he's like, "I'm so sorry." He's like, he's been sick, and he apologizes. He can't meet with you. So he went back on the bus, and they were going to the next town. And as a musician, I said, I totally get it. But, I was still heartbroken that I didn't get to meet one of my heroes. But and then about a year and a half later, he passed away. So, but his music will always live on. And it's funny how music is when you're writing and your influences. And whenever I start the intro to this, people are, "Oh, I love this song." They think it's In Spite of Myself, which is one of my favorite John Prine songs. But it was just an influence, and this one's called The Shape I'm In.
This whole world keeps messing with me. I'm gonna move out into the trees. Cause packing up and leaving ain't nothing, you see. I've been rambling since I was a wee little thing. Ooh. Cause I'm tired, I'm broke, and won't thin. That's the shape I'm in. Maybe I'll sit out by the tracks, hop up on the train's gonna take me back again. Ooh. Look out at the sun setting in the sky, watch it fall down back into the night on home. Ooh. Cause I'm tired, I'm broke, and worn thin. That's the shape I'm in. I pick up the pieces, put them back again. No sense to keep going in the shape I'm in, no. Sometimes the easy way is harder in the end. The time you waste now, you ain't getting again. No, no. Because I'm tired, I'm broke, and won't fit. That's the shape I'm in. I said I'm tired, I'm broke, and won't fit. That's the shape I'm in. If this old world keeps messing with me, I'm gonna move out into the trees.
Thank you. Here's one, like I was saying, how it's funny how songs, well, with me anyway, how they hit me at different times and different places. But this song came to me right before my second son was born, and I had this funny thought. I said, I wonder if he's gonna have double jointed thumbs like I do. I don't know why I thought that, but it was just a strange thought I had and funny, and so I wrote a song about it and entitled it Double Jointed.
Hello, my little darling. Can you hear my song? I know it's awfully quiet. I don't wanna wake your mom. Ooh, 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 ooh. And I've been feeling anxious, waiting on you to show a little more, being patient, then I will hold you close. Blue's my favorite color, in case you wanna know. My thumbs are double jointed, maybe yours will be also. Ooh, 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 ooh. But I'll say there's a world that's often strange, yeah. You can never tell just where you're going. There'll be those who try to drag you down. Just remember, you are something special. There ain't no one like you. Keep this front and center, and it will guide you through. Keep this front and center, and it will guide you through. Thank you.
One day I was mowing my lawn, and, which is a thing I love to do. It's very therapeutic for me. I usually have some really good thoughts, and strangely, a lot of my song ideas come when I'm doing that. And I had this thought one day, I wonder how many miles I've walked in this yard, going back and forth in the rows. And it was just a kind of a fun thought to think about. And I came back in the house and wrote a song called My Yard.
I walked a lot of miles in my yard. If I had to guess, I'd say I've walked pretty far. My neighbors, they are young and don't work hard. They don't walk too many miles out in their yard. Now Gary, he is old, he got a bum hip, but he comes from a time when you didn't give or take no lip. But lately for him life is getting hard, so he cracks a beer and sits out in his yard. I like waking up early, get my hands dirty, not before 1 or 2 black cups of coffee. I'd like to go back to the time when pride was everything and folks still believed in empathy. I walked a lot of miles in my yard. I'm thankful life's been kind enough to let me walk this far. As long as seasons bring the changes on, I'll be happy trekking miles out of my yard.
Thank you. Let's see. Oh, this one came from an idea of, maybe it happened at some point in time, but had a thought that a young guy and an older gentleman were sitting at a bar telling each other, crying in their beers, telling each other their stories. And the young guy said, I lost my dad to divorce when I was born and never knew him. I've been trying to find him my whole life. And the older guy said, that's ironic because same thing happened to me in the other direction. And I've been looking for my son to reconnect with him. And they went on, and they ended up closing the bar and never realized that they were father and son. And they went their separate ways, and they never knew that they found what they were looking for. So this one's called I Never Knew.
Way past closing time, the barmaid's counting out the tips that she made, waiting on the last 2 fellas to leave. She overheard them saying that they respectively lost a son and dad, and hope that someday fate might let them meet. She said, hey there boys, these next 2 beers are both on me, and here's a couple of shots of heartbreak to ease the pain. If there's one regret I could forget, wish I'd never known how 2 strangers shared a longing each one had for a son to share a drink with his old man. He swirled the glass and started telling about the woman he took for granted and how she bore a son he'd never known. And how laying there in the dead of night he'd think on it and begin to cry, wondering if he'd ever fill that void. He said, "Hey there, boy, you remind me of who I used to be. Back in the days, Waylon and Willie Rain. If there's one regret I could forget, I've been so alone. And there's one more thing I wish I could have done. Wish I could have shared a drink with my son." The empty glass left his lips. He set it down with a 5-4 tip. Said, "Thank you, sir, for lending me your ears." And as he started for the door, he turned back to look once more, but all he saw were the empty glasses there. He said, "That old man seemed strangely familiar to me. Oh hell, wishful thinking's never made my wish come true. If there's one regret I could forget, is I ain't found him yet. And there's one more thing I wish I could have had. Wish I could have shared a drink with my old man. There's one more thing I wish I could have had. Wish I could have shared a drink with my old man."
Thank you. Thank you so much for listening. I'm going to do one more, and I love coming in this space. It's so beautiful, and I love just hearing it. The acoustics in here are spectacular, and just the energy in this building is phenomenal. So, and that is solely in part due to everybody that comes in here, and to you all. Thank you for sitting here and listening to me and letting me do what I love to do and sharing my stories and my songs. I don't get to do that very often because usually I'm in places where they have the TVs playing sports games and people shouting and whatnot. So this is a very amazing treat for me. Believe it. I love this so much, and I'm very grateful. So thank you very much. This next song came out of a article my dad sent. I'm number 8 of 10 kids, and we're all a big musical family. My parents are both musicians, still active, and they teach and perform so we always had music growing up, and my dad always made it a point to kind of share stories, that he had throughout, and my mother too, but my dad was a very animated storyteller, and he's like meeting a tornado. You'll never forget him when you meet him the first time. But he sends these kind of group texts, which I despise. I hate group texts because I always try to tell people to get me off because your phone just is pinging all day. It's when you're one of 10 siblings, especially, because they all start answering at once. But anyway, he sent this message about how he read this article that this fellow wrote that said people wait to do the things that they want to do in their life. They wait for their children to grow up, for more money, and it went on the list, and they don't do the things they want to do now when they have the opportunity because they think it's going to come later. And the way this writer put it is either they wait on the afters And I thought it struck a chord with me. It was a really interesting way to say that, that they're waiting for better things that come. They're waiting on the afters. And so I wrote a song called The After. And this is kind of my interpretation of not waiting around to do what you want to do. Do it now, because the after might never get here. The next chapter might never come.
Feels like the sun just kissed a new day. Now it's sinking low again, already headed for tomorrow. Seems like the face in the mirror looking my way is a little more concerned, trying to find more time to borrow. And it's a shame to carry on like we own forever. Don't wait in vain. 40, 50, 60 years leave us to wonder. No one to blame. I guarantee there'll be another chapter. Is this a shame? What a waste, waiting on the after. Time you chose a line waiting for an answer, asking angels above for that glory and fame. You fell behind and all you had to do was take a chance on the fact that you're ain't down the road is living for each and every day. And it's a shame we carry on like we own forever. Don't wait in vain. 40, 50, 60 years leave us to wonder. No one to blame. No guarantee there'll be another chapter. It's a shame, what a waste, waiting on the after. No one to blame, no guarantee there'll be another chapter. No, 'cause it's a shame, what a waste, waiting on the after. It's a shame, what a waste. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you. I hope you have a great rest of your Sunday, and I'll see you guys around. I play out a lot, so go on my website, TonyCuchetti.com. You can find out where I'm playing. I put all my dates on there, and thanks. Have a great day. Thank you.